What's up, guys? We are back in the arena for competitive Brawl. Today we are going to be playing Selesnya, or green-white if you don't know the color pairs. We are playing Mikey and Leo, Chaos and Order. It is a 2-2 legendary creature for hybrid green or white 2 times. And whenever we put a counter on a creature we control, we draw a card. That happens once each turn. So we are just trying to play regular 1-1 counter deck. And we are using our commander really for the card advantage. Because when we play like a mono green Vorniclex, a lot of times the card advantage is what is hurting us, but our commander lets us see an extra card each turn. So we have a good package here of just mana ramp. So we can, continue to keep slinging stuff. This row right here is everything that would make a counter. Or it gives a counter to something. All of our hardened scale effects, which whenever we would make one or more counters, we put an additional one on. Pair that with whenever we would make one or more counters, double that amount or put twice as many on. That gets really gross when you get a bunch of hardened scale effects to add one, add one, add one, and then double the whole end result. Because we are in competitive Brawl, we have Scurry Oak. Whenever one or more counters are put on it, you make a green 1-1 squirrel. And Rosie, Cotton of South Lane. Whenever we make a token, we put a 1-1 counter on something. So when she enters, she makes a food token, which will trigger her to put a counter. We will then put a counter on the Scurry Oak, making a squirrel, which will then trigger the Scurry Oak. And we can do that infinitely. The other way is to go infinite with that is Basking Brood Scale, which is the exact same thing, but instead of a squirrel, it is an Eldrazi spawn. Ivy Lane Denizen only goes infinite with the Scurry Oak, but we have so many green creatures. He is just another way to put counters on something. We do not have a ton of interaction. We have Swords to Plowshare, Path to Exile, Reprieve, Heroic Intervention, Teferi's Protection to try to protect the board state when we have them. The One Ring is there for card advantage and, just give us protection. Return to the Wild Speaker, Rich Card's Expertise, and Last March of the End. We are going to usually have the biggest power. So we would love to see just, 10 plus cards. All of these we get some type of advantage for making counters or having counters. And then these are just our last little bit fill in good colors. Esper Sentinel for some stacks pieces, cannot be countered, don't play on our turn, and more card draw, and then just a large amount of multi-lands, dual lands, and we are a heavy green deck. So that's Mikey and Leo, Chaos and Order. Let's take them out onto the ladder. Thor, God of Thunder. So whenever he enters, exile target equipment, instant, or sorcery from your graveyard. Until end of turn, you may play it. So they're going to be trying to go mono red, spell slinger, just burn us out. We will assert our dominance by just immediately shocking ourselves. Get the commander going. Okay, starting it off with the alchemy. It perpetually gains honor 5. Okay. Let's just keep ramping. We will keep that. We like our creatures having trample. I figure our opponent is going to be a ton of just board wipes and it's still end of turn. Yeah. Just board wipes and targeted removal. I'm going to try to be greedy. I'm going to try to get the commander out. Try to see if we can start getting some extra card draw. Alright, Thor. Okay, so they can cast it next turn. How much does it deal? 3 damage, and you enter with 4. So they would have to 2-for-1 it. It's not great, but... Or no, they'll be able to bolt it if they cast it with Thor's. Ooh, that hurts.
Enough talking. Let's do this.
And then you're still gonna cast I'm just gonna give this one to the opponent early. They are wiping every creature that we have. That's really hard to do. Tasker, Golden Fang. We will keep just because we have ways to put counters. The Botanical Brawler goes crazy if we can get an actual creature heavy field. I will just present the commander. Watery Grave. Got a cut down or something? Fatal Push. Demonic Tutor. Well, I don't know how well that combo will work versus a black deck. But now we need to get to 6 mana. And we could just make the infinite. What are the chances that they tutored for that? I really hope. Oh, this is the combo deck. There is not really much that I can do here. Oh yeah, I forgot they had a reliquary tower. And now they're probably just sitting on a ton of removal and or just counter spells. We are going against Ultimo Origin of Oblivion. Never attacks, put a blight counter on the land. For as long as that land has a blight counter on it, it loses all land types and abilities. Okay. Colorless tribal, but your commander. We are going to go the district mascot route then. And use our commander to start saddling up. And now we start getting card draw. Hello, Stormy. Thank you, Kitty. Go ahead and just play the branching evolution. Because if they can't deal quick enough with the district mascot, he's about to go crazy on our opponent. Wait, didn't I? Oh, because I was able to saddle. Okay, I'll get that going. Then we'll +1 and then ×2. Oh, I forgot to saddle there. Whoops. Alright, opponent, what you got? Oh, I just noticed they had the golem, or golem. Okay. Target opponent reveals the hand, choose a non-land card, exile it when it... Okay. Are you going to take my Rishkar's expertise? Alright, our opponent didn't appreciate that one. Oh, I do not remember their real names. Timna and Thrasios. This is a CDH paper setup. Timna is much better when you have multiple opponents. Because beginning main phase 2, you may pay X life, where X is the number of opponents dealt combat damage this turn, and then draw X cards. And they mulligan down to 5, so they are probably a combo deck. Get the Paw Patch recruit going. Alright, does Arena like us enough to get an untapped land? Oh, no. Okay. That's fine. We still also got the Delighted Halfling, so we can't be countered now as long as it's for a legendary spell. Alright, opponent, what you got for us? Preordain. Is our opponent missing a land drop? I think our opponent was missing a land drop there. Ooh, nope, Arena. Oh, the cat in the background just scared me. Alright, got the commander going. Alright. Arena. Alright, we didn't get punished there, but little mad at Arena for that. So we got 3 mana. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get the Savala out. Yeah, just spread the love with counters already. Is it just the Marsh Flats holding priority? Make sure Arena taps that for green. Is it another tap land? What do you do? Pay for a scry 1 real top of your library. If it's a land, put it onto the battlefield tapped, otherwise draw a card. Okay. Yeah, they literally just use Thrasios for the blue. Toxic Deluge, gonna wipe the board. No. Try to set up more card draw. Is this where we're gonna see some counter spells? What did they take the 2 life for then? I don't know. I'm very confused on that one. How much is Tim? 2-2. Okay. Went back to Thrasios. Okay. Let's try to do this to keep making Beast Whisperer draw us cards. Because we do not have much right now. But that's why we're also holding the 1 ring. Because if they board wipe on their turn, we would like to be able to then cast protection. Tainted Pack. Does that mean you have Thassa in your hand? No, they're trying to set up the combo. I need something that puts 1/1 counters. Alright guys, I need you to just hope for me that we top deck an Ouroboros specifically. Because we will swing for lethal if we get it. That is not it. And we would only have 4 mana. Arena. We have drawn, what, 4, 5 lands in a row? Because I'm pretty sure we only had the Mana Confluence. Like, we've hit our land drops consistently off the Beast Whisperer, but we just cannot stop drawing lands. That is a good one to top deck, though. And we still... Nope, not doing that. I'm leaving this reprieve for when they try to Thassa or Tainted Pack. That's fine. This is why we did this. Because blue, blue, and they have blue, blue. But one of their blue sources is also their black source. Yeah, our opponent's scared. One, two, three, four, five. So I might be able to do my infinite. And I can go get a land. What are these swords? Still fine. And I still have the two. No. Yeah. That kind of helps. Okay. So once they choose, this is me learning here. So scribe, then put. Okay. Maybe I should put an orange chan in this deck. Baragoi. An offer I can't refuse. Hello, Stormy. Alright. So... Party tree. Into a doubling season. And use these treasure tokens. They can't cast spells, yeah. So now everything with a counter will start getting trampled. So put one there. Botanical Brawler. Alright, and they scooped it up. They say math is for blockers because I think with the trample that we have, Because what, they have 3, 5, 7, 9. So they could still block the Brawler. And they would gain 6 back. No, okay. Hearth Hall, the World Seed. This is the one. Pay 1 tap, sacrifice a land, draw 2 cards, play an additional land this turn. Then whenever you sack a land each... Okay, yeah, so this is like Lord Windgrace style, if anybody knows that play style. I think I'm going to sack the Agent Bishop to the Chrome Mox. Oh, excuse me, and go Yaba my Chrome Mox. And get the aspirin out. Already present a dangerous clock. Commander. Get the fetch land. And we'll go ahead and get the hardened scales out. And then we get another hardened scales effect with a Mikey weirdness to 11. We'll have 3, 4 mana, so we'll be 1 short from doing both. So I think we need to go with the Mikey, because Savala will help us if we get board wiped. Put a counter on you. And I'll play the Esper Sentinel for stacks. I'll actually make the Esper Sentinel a 4/4. So I will get the card draw if they play any type of board removal. I do not know. I think that's it for our opponent. If they cannot remove something, they're done. Alright, removal. 9. Actually, I have 1 card draw. So our opponent will go to 2. Alright, opponent, what you got? I mean, our opponent really at this point has to remove the board. They could keep the weirdness to 11 and run the risk of us just finding something between the Esper Sentinel and the One Ring. Because we are going to see 2 cards if they play a non-creature spell. And we will, yep, opponent scoops it up. Alright, made it back to plat. Alright, we are playing against Mono Blue Urza. Did not have an answer for the Chrome Mox. The Chrome Mox themselves. What did they exile? Top center. Okay. Actually. I wanted to make sure we got set up first, because I figure... Really? I did not see them cyclonic rifting just our commander. And then you got a counterspell? No. Counterspell? I don't know what our opponent is holding on to then. Okay. You have 3 mana. So immediately go get our Temple Garden. We like seeing that. Make the original Paw Patch. Cannot swing at the moment, but our district mascot, when we get mana, could be a problem for our opponent. What are you? Oh, so you put a Ponder. Alright. I don't know if our opponent understands the district mascot. Gonna immediately get rid of the Paradox Engine. And I can't do it again, right? Yep. What do you do? Okay, so he's gonna take control of it. Is it until this leaves? For as long as you control this vehicle. Alright. You can have the vehicle, but I'm gonna take Urza. Yeah, you can destroy 1 artifact of mine. Yep. Don't need more land. So this would be 4, making it an 8/7. So we need to do the 7/7 with Bidgie. Because we got to make sure that they don't get anywhere near 50 life. Yep, make another construct. What do you do? Draw X cards where X is half the intensity. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they can do Urza one time. Disruptor Flute. Activated abilities, which is nothing on my board. You might as well choose my commander and hope to kill it. Well, that's not good for the opponent. Enter, get 4 counters. Ah, yes. A land and a mana rock. Alright, the opponent just took it. I thought for sure they would have blocked. They have so much mana. What artifact are they going for? The One Ring. Okay, that makes sense. Gonna Urza as hard as possible. Alright. Oh, okay, they used the other. Arena. I guess, yeah, start putting counters on stuff. Midnight Clock, that's a good one. Our opponent's digging. You make as artifacts you control. Oh, okay, it's the jellyfish Urza. Alright, we're spinning Urza. And we hit a Shuri. It's getting scary. Our opponent's getting a lot of life back. And gonna swing for 17 in the air? No? I need trample. That does not help as much as I would like it to. Alright. That's what we wanted. And then what's your ward? 1. And our opponent scoops it up. Savala, Heart of the Wild. So our opponent is going to be playing Big Green Stompy. And we have their commander in our hand. Worldly Tutor off rip. Okay, so they're playing Elf Tribal. We never saw that coming, did we, chat? Because unless they have a ton of fight spells. Okay. So, play 3 mana and we get to draw 2 cards. Pay the 8 opponent. Ooh. You're the one. Look top 5. Game 4 left. Okay. Yeah, get the oodles out. Just. And swing for 9. And then we have X equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that's a big card. So this taps for 2, that taps for 10. That's gross. Oh, get the Conclave Mentor then. Yeah, you're not tutoring. Because if I had to guess, you're going to go for a Zopendrel and the god that doubles power on entering. Actually, let's put it on you. There's a good chance that if they get trample on anything, they can just one-shot me. I will go to 1 life. Actually, I can chump block. What do you need that much mana for? What are we getting with a crop rotation? Okay, we're just trying to thin the deck. Really? Did they think that Mikey was my commander? Oh, that's the one that gives death touch. That's so gross. GG's, opponent. Myth Weaver Pock. Oh, this is not the hand that deals with a Pock. But if we can keep... well, already not great. We will just... I know my mouse was on command tower. But one life shouldn't ruin us. Yeah, I'm not blocking. We got... Ooh, I don't like the secret tunnel. Yeah, you can get your one in. Get your licks in, opponent. Yes. And then we're gonna immediately remove the Pock before they can even... We top deck that swords at the perfect time. Because if they don't have ramp and just playing lands... Okay, they have the migration path. I need the one ring down now for just... As much as I'd love to save the protection for when a Pock could swing at us, we need to start finding more cards to try to get bigger. Because Myth Weaver will get out of hand if we don't do anything. And we have exactly 3 mana for Teferi's. Alright, let's see how big the Pock is, because if we're not Teferi's protectioning, then we will draw more with the ring. I truthfully don't know why our opponent didn't swing at us there. Alright. They can pay for the Pock, but... Do they have protection for the Pock? Fight spell. Okay. Okay. Go get you a basic. Yep. Ooh, we don't like that. I do not know that one. Whenever one or more creatures... Okay, they search for... Okay. counter on you. Okay, so... yeah, we knew that was gonna happen. I can get one more down. I guess really we gotta keep putting it on the what is it, Yorvo, just to make sure. And we're really only buying a turn. Oh, that's not good. Can't animate that, can he? No. That share a creature type. So he can start making his beast. Well, then... oh, I can't, but I can do this. Because when Zach gain indestructible, yes. Sort my hand real quick. Something I always do. So if I do that, I don't have white. But if I tap this... alright, now we got a doubling season. You go to 10. No attacks. Can I go to cleanup now? Alright, what's our opponent got? Oh, I'm sorry, opponent. Do we think our opponent runs Aetherflux Reservoir? They are really not swinging. How many cards are in our deck? Alright. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. We're gonna dump everything into this. And it's not going great. Where is it at? Does our opponent have anything with reach? Yes, they do. Everything enters with counters. Do I have anything? That'll give me life. So I don't die to my One Ring. So that's 2. I got 1 left floating to play an Ozolith. I might be able to make this lethal in the air. No, I can't do that. No. Oh, I forgot about the Agent Bishop. So +1. Double, so that's 4, 8. Oh, a ring. Stormy, you gotta move. Stormy, move. And our opponent scoops it up. Oh, I was so afraid the kitty cat there just made me misclick. Oh, let me... 43 trample and a 26 trample. So just blocking the 43, they would have taken 37. Yes, okay. Namor the Submariner. I want to keep it. Just no, our opponent goes first. Alright, I like this hand better because we get 2 different mana dorks. But our opponent is going to be playing a bunch of non-creature spells, and then for each pip in it, he makes that many merfolks. So, heavy control deck. I've thought about recording Namor at some point if people wanted to see it. Yep, we figured this would be the game. I think we go Agent Bishop and start trying to put counters on everything. Because we know our opponent is going to be... Ooh, our opponent missed a land drop. Can we capitalize on that? Play the hardened skills first. That's fine. I will actively take a flyer. And then put another one in Ancient Bishop. Does it matter on whose turn? No. Okay. Let's... They will be using more blue mana, and we will... Yep. I know they can cast it again, which gives them another Merfolk, but... I'd rather they have to waste resources just to get rid of that. We don't need any additional lands. And if we lose because I reprieved the rapid hibernization and that's what gets us for 1 point of damage, so be it. I thought it would be better to make our opponent waste more resources. I can take the 5. Alright, opponent. Does the mana dork scare you? What about the One Ring? GG's. Oh, that one's just rough. When our opponent literally has all their counter spells, I know that's primarily what Namor does, but when they're hitting all their counter spells and then they hit their draw spells, it's kind of hard to go through that. Sammy, Wildcat Captain. If this is the one that I think it is, affinity for artifacts, yep. Alright, so we need to rush them. So we need to find something to keep putting counters so we can make this brawler and our commander big enough that they just have to exile us. Let's go get that Temple Garden immediately. We need to start fixing colors. Just in case our opponent runs a Mana Tithe, I don't want them to untap white or... Oh, I truly thought they were going to Lightning Bolt us. Well, let's just set up the Surveil. We do not need more lands right now. Between our hand, we are at 5 mana. We can cast almost everything in our deck. So, Sammy itself does not have affinity. No, it just gives everything else affinity. Well, let's just keep throwing bodies out right now. I believe that's whenever you commit a crime. Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's more what we're looking for. The Pridekin to help start throwing some counters out. So we want Brawler. Emerald Medallion is also nice. Pridekin on the Commander. And then discount everything in case they want a board wipe. The Dragon Spark Reactor is a small issue because it will just keep getting bigger, and if they have the mana, they can just blast us. What do you do? Discard a card, exile the top 2 of your library, you may play those cards this turn. Our opponent is probably looking for that land. Yep. Not a great setup since we don't really have anything to do here. But we will just keep punching face. Our opponent is at 10. They have enough to cast Sam, but I don't really know what they get out of that. Are we just going to get comboed here? Is the whole deck basically colorless? That enters tap? No. Okay. If we get combo killed here, I will straight, like, no complaints to the opponent. Because I have no idea how the Sammy deck fully wins. Yeah, I would love to draw 7. Yep, there it is. Do you have protection, opponent? No? Okay. And immediately, you can have the extra mana, opponent. You have, what, 1, 2, 3 mana? Yeah. You can have the mana to get Sammy back, but I cannot let you just keep the Dragon Spark. This is creature or planeswalker. Alright, random tutor for an artifact, and then if they discard an artifact, but you still don't have the mana to cast the said One Ring, and we have 3, 6, 8. So we need one counter somewhere. I think. No, maybe. What is holding priority? Mystic Forge. Because I believe Scurry Oak Evolved is toughness 2? Or toughness. So Fnatic will give us a counter, which will put a counter on Brawler, which puts us at 4, 6, 9, 10 Xaxes. Or 1 over. I'm sorry. Good game, opponent. Alright, thank you guys. That was Mikey and Leo, Chaos and Order. We went 6 and 4 today for a 60% win rate. We lost the normal ones that you would expect creature heavy decks to lose against. You know, burn, we couldn't keep our creatures. Blue controlled, they just had counter spells or they comboed. We like to be a little crazy here. We're playing punchy in a combo format. Um, but I had fun playing this deck. I really love this deck. It's one of my favorite personal decks. Um, we might have done a little better if we were in the non-ranked format. Drop a comment, like leave us a comment if you want to see this in non-ranked. I will gladly make more content with this deck or any type of aggro deck. If you got a list, you know, you can leave it in the comments for YouTube. You can go to Twitch on Chimneyman97. We have a suggestion box on there if you got a list or a game you want us to play on the live stream. And then just give us a follow on TikTok, Chimneyman97, and we'll see you in the next video.